Hi, everyone. My name is Matt Ackerson. I'm the founder and CEO of AutoGrow.co, as you hopefully already know by now. Say it a million times, and hopefully you got that remembered. So, today we're talking about my 10-step guide for you on how to create a successful website conversion funnel, or just conversion funnel for short. All right. So, it's been said that I remember I was actually the first business that I started as a college sophomore. It was like coupons online for college students, and I went to all these local merchants in the area, and of course the coupon for like 2-for-1 beers was the most popular. I mean, college kids, right? But this taco place, what was the name of it? I can't remember the name of it, but I knew the owner. I knew the owners of all these places, and they all signed up with us. And he was just kind of telling me what it was like creating this new kind of taco burrito brand, and what it's like to be a business owner. He's opening multiple locations in the town and elsewhere, just trying to grow his business. And the interesting thing that he told me back then was that he said, what I like about this business, coupons, was that you could measure the results, but he said, generally speaking, 50% of your marketing dollars are completely wasted, and you just often don't know which part. Fast forward to today, I mean, that was like 10, a little more than 10 years ago at this point. Um, and, like, same thing. Like, how do you know which part of your marketing budget is actually getting you a good return for the money that you're investing in it? Well, that's where a conversion funnel comes in, because in my professional opinion, anything less than having a conversion funnel and thinking about all of your marketing as part of an all-encompassing conversion funnel is just gambling, because a conversion funnel implies a couple of things. Number one, it means that you're thinking systematically about how you're going to engineer or manufacture leads and happy customers and paying clients. Number two, you're thinking about it in terms of stages. Okay. And that's, I guess, part of the systematic mindset approach that you bring. But that leads to number three, which is that, you're tracking the results, and you're able to see over time that, results up here actually translate to something down here. And that by tweaking, something, a headline, a landing page, adding a new lead magnet, new ad campaign at the top of your funnel, perhaps, that all translates into more success down here at the bottom. And so you're able to test out new things, and you're able to grow and experience basically what Benjamin Franklin, I believe, said was the eighth wonder of the world: compound interest. Okay, because it's not difficult. It's actually very easy to build a working conversion funnel. I'm going to talk to you right now about the 10 steps to actually do that. But also the optimizing is really where things can take off for you, where you can see a lot of growth, much, much more than you probably even expect. Because that's a really big mistake that people make is, they think, oh, I'm going to one and done. I'm going to set up a funnel and then I'm going to be rich, or my company's going to be just completely fantastic and I never need to focus on it again. You could do that. Conversion funnels do save a lot of time with qualifying leads, prospects. They make sales for you. They manufacture high quality leads that are just easy conversations when you speak over the phone. So anyway, let's get into all that. I'll come back and I'll tell you what that mistake is at the end. So 10 steps in this guide to create a successful conversion funnel. So step number one is that you want to understand the basic definition and conversion funnel principles. Okay, so as I mentioned earlier, it's about thinking about it, as an all-encompassing system. Break it up in your mind into stages. Okay, the cliche is AIDA, made famous by Alec Baldwin in that movie Glengarry Glen Ross. A always, B closing. But then he also said, attention, attention. Do I have your attention? Interested. Are you interested? Um, Decision, have you made your decision for Christ? An action. So that's kind of the cliche of how it's kind of broken up. I mean, just to bring a little more focus to one part of it is, you're not going to get quality traffic if you don't first get people's attention. You have to first get in front of people. And not only that, because you can show up in search results, by, for example, writing quality content like what we put out, every single week, and we're actually ramping up to doing it 5 times a day pretty soon. But that's not enough. You need to get people's attention. You need to build intrigue. All right. You need to be specific about how it is that what you're offering, whether it's content or lead magnet or, your service or product. What is it that's unique? Who does it appeal to specifically? All right. So that's, you want to really keep that in mind. Step number 2 is realize that funnels actually work. So a lot of you might be skeptical. Maybe you watching this right now, you're skeptical. Hey, can a sales funnel, can conversion funnels, do they actually work, or is it just kind of BS and hype? I mean, there's a lot of marketers out there, who I'm talking about, who will just hype the hell out of the idea of having a sales funnel. And with merit, because that's the power of it, but it's like anything, it does require a little bit of work to really get going, but they do work. And I encourage you to read the full version of this article, which, if you're watching this on YouTube, is linked below the like button, where you can give us a thumbs up. But you can read the full version of this. This is kind of like the abbreviated version, which gives you more of a data-driven answer and some examples and data behind, why conversion funnels are the real deal and why they can really transform your business and how you think about and do your marketing. All right. But take it from me, I look with our team at our clients' funnels every day, and I look at our company's funnel, and I look at our company's bank account. And that's really the best indicator, because you can track it all the way down. Okay, so we have 35,000 people coming to our website every month. We know that I think it's like 1,500 or maybe 1,500 to 2,000 will actually subscribe to our email list. It's kind of going up right now. And some percentage of those people will stay in our audience for a long time. Some will actually refer business to us, and others will actually book a call or just sign up right on the spot. So there you go, proof right there, and more proof and data in the article. Step number 3 is study what works, then copy the best of it. Right. So we have hundreds and hundreds of sales funnels and clients that we worked with at this point. So we know what works for different markets, and we have that experience. So, but if you're just starting out, what I would recommend that you do, which is part of our process, if we're entering a new market, with a client with a new market, maybe we don't have a funnel kind of working template that we know has worked in that same market, because maybe there's a unique niche or a unique kind of spin or whatever, depending on what's being sold. So what you do in that case is you just go out and you look at, okay, what are the other companies in the space? What are they advertising? You don't look for paid advertising specifically on Facebook, on Google AdWords, because companies that are doing that, they can't stay in business for long if they are doing that and failing. Okay, so you want to look for the patterns in order to find those success patterns. All right, and then you want to take that as inspiration. You want to make it your own. As Picasso said and Steve Jobs popularized, good artists copy, great artists steal. All right, so study what works and then make it your own. Copy it. Step 4, map it out using this checklist. Okay, so at this point, you've seen a number of examples of other companies. You've studied what works. You have it in your mind now. Kind of like what maybe the wording is or the offer is or how to start it. Okay, where to advertise, Facebook, Google, LinkedIn, someplace else perhaps. Now I want you to map it out so you can, not going to cost you a dime, go to Google Drawings, open up, create a new Google drawing, and just lay out all the components. Start with traffic in the top left-hand corner, where are people going to be coming in from, and then what are the steps in between that and the bottom of the funnel, where people are actually going to be making buying decisions to buy, or if you're selling services where they're actually going to be booking a call and then getting on the phone with you, being as qualified and educated as possible. So it's just a really, it's a time-saving, productive, short call, and it leads to buying decisions, okay? So Google diagrams for that. And check out we actually have an 11-point checklist that we advertise on our site, but we also broke it down so that we put it like right in the article here, but you can download the PDF version of that and check out the full version on within the article itself. Number 5, and this is important, understand the data-driven reason why you really need to pick a niche. So especially when you're just getting started, your results are going to be that much better, that much faster, and your conversion rate as well that much higher if you go after a specific niche. If you write the copy and create a design that is just tailored to one specific audience. You know, many of you who are watching this, you're pretty savvy already. I mean, after all, you're in our audience and you probably were searching for some pretty informative expert topics in order to come to this video and be on our email list or whatever the case was. So you can probably appreciate the idea of when I say, you know, that old copywriting, I don't know if it's a cliche at this point, but in copywriting, there's often the advice given that you should think about and picture someone sitting across the table from you who is your target market. And they're not speaking, but you're speaking through the copy that you write for your landing page, for example. And what you want to imagine that one person that you're selling to, and he or she should be just kind of like nodding their head in agreement, like, oh yeah, like that's my problem. Oh wow, you can offer me that? Oh wow, these are the benefits. But what about, and then you are answering and anticipating their questions all through the copy. And by being able to picture and know and feel that person in your mind kind of sitting in front of you, you're going to get a much better result because your copy is going to be that much more focused. All right. So it's the easiest growth hack that you can do. A lot of people don't want to do it. I get it. I'm kind of always in that crowd. But now that, you know, I've seen the difference in terms of businesses that we worked with that have it and that don't have it, the ones that have it, it's like the easiest growth hack that you can think of because you're just going to get results faster. Your conversion rate's going to be higher. And yeah, so every new funnel that we launch, that's actually part of our checklist. We need to be speaking, and even the funnels that we launch internally, we want to be speaking to one specific audience. Okay, you know, whether it's in our case agencies, coaches, you know, whoever it might be. All right. So step number 6, write your USP, write your unique selling proposition. You actually want to spend a lot of time on this because on your sales page, this is going to be part of or the key headline, okay? So you've mapped out your funnel at this point, you've visualized it, okay, you know all the steps in between awareness and them taking action, or perhaps just getting on the phone with you. And unique selling proposition, though, is the promise. It's the promise that you are making to people who are thinking about spending money with you, who are going to take out their credit card and trust you. And you need to keep that in mind for every single word, every single sentence, every single paragraph, and each little element of the design, because everything outside or around that USP, you know, your lead magnet, your ads, the rest of the sales copy on the page, the email follow-up, the retargeting ads, the exit pop-up, all of that needs to be in support of proving and amplifying this promise that you're making, okay? It's your unique selling, maybe promise, okay? not just proposition. So spend time on that. And step number 7, now that you have your USP, you want to then write all of the copy. So write all of the copy, use that technique that I told you about in terms of niching down and imagine that prospect in front of you. And it's a lot easier if you actually have relationships in that market already. Maybe you already have customers or clients. And ideally, you already have knowledge. Like, you don't have to go out and do research. But if you do, make a few phone calls, send some emails, ask people for feedback. It's not difficult. You can do that in as little as, a couple hours. All right. So write all the copy first. Don't even think about the design. Just focus on writing great copy. All right. And by the way, if you are a student of AutoGrow's 6-figure sales funnel training, all right, you can learn more about that if you go to autogrow.co/marketplace. But we include a template there. It's like it's like a 10 or 12 step like perfect copywriting template for landing pages. We use it every single time with every single client, and it works. And we use it in every landing page that we make internally as well. Step number 8, invest in great design. So you've written all the copy, you visualized your funnel. All right, now it's time to put that copy into a great design. All right, and I say invest because many of us, we're not designers, but that's why this, if you're doing most of it yourself, this is where you want to at least invest some money. Okay, because design really helps to make the copy work so much better. So it's really worth your time and more likely your money to invest in having a professional designer do it for you. Because design conveys trust, it conveys a sense of success, and people want to be associated with success. So that's another reason why. So people are, for example, they're looking at your funnel, they're looking at your offer, and if it looks like some cookie cutter ClickFunnels type of thing where it's just a bunch of text and like some random images thrown on the page. I mean, let's be honest. The kind of the examples I'm talking about. Some sort of person, some sort of funnel that's like, oh, get rich quick. It's just trying to sell you. That turns people off. More and more, that turns people off. Okay, so you don't want people thinking about whether you're using ClickFunnels or lead pages. You want them to be like, wow, like this is a great offer. You want them focused on your offer. All right. Step number 9, test, launch, and confirm that it converts. Okay, so this is a key milestone. So you want to, like, let's say that you have as is typical for most of the sales funnels that we'll build, we'll have like a lead magnet at the top and a lead magnet landing page, and we're sending traffic into it from ads. Okay, so that's like, those are the most basic components, and that you should be ready to launch first. So we want to launch that and just confirm, hey, this is something in the target market that you're going after that people want. Okay, so you do that, and that's an important milestone, and that's progress, and that's something that you'll find encouraging. Okay, and then you can keep adding on to the funnel. You can turn off the ads or pause them if you want. If you want to keep building your email list in the meantime, that's also fine. But then you add on the post opt-in upsell or sales page, for example, with a transition statement at the top, right? And you move people down your funnel, and you just keep launching the other components, and everything's going to be, once you filled out that entire 11-point checklist and every component is launched and everything that you visualized in your mapped out plan is launched, it's going to be getting you great results. And because you're doing it in sort of an entrepreneurial incremental fashion, using each of these 10 steps, we got one more step, you're going to find a lot of just kind of natural momentum building, and it's going to feel really easy over time. The hardest thing is just get started with step number 1. But here's step number 10. We're at the final step now, and that is to optimize, A/B test, and just keep optimizing. So this is a mistake that a lot of marketers make, a lot of business owners don't understand, is, and this is just kind of a principle of business that I've learned again and again and again. And the principle is this: you want to build on top. You want to build on top of what works. Okay, so if something's working, don't be like, oh my God, I'm successful, I'm going to go out and do 5 million other new things. It's like, actually know that thing that's working is more often than not still the biggest opportunity, and you should build on top of that success. Okay. um, because what does it do? It creates it magnifies the opportunity. Okay. um, there was one story of this marketer whose name escapes me at the moment, but he launched this video course. It was teaching freelancers, how to write. And he had a webinar. It was an automated webinar. People would come, they would opt in, they would watch it, and then he would have some sort of a, like a $200 offer for some sort of introductory course. And when he first launched this thing, it made like, I don't know, a couple $1,000s. All right, great, fantastic. But the thing is, he kept launching it. He kept talking to his target market. He kept learning. Right? He kept testing out different copy, and eventually he got it to the point where it was automated, where he did set up this automated webinar. He launched that, runs ads to it, still generates lots of revenue for him on, true passive income, which a lot of us strive for and we think is so easy. It's not. It takes work. All right. Um, but ultimately, he went from 2,000 to $2 million in total revenue. If he had stopped there, just the initial launch, just, oh, the funnel works, throw up your hands. It's time to make the next course or offer, whatever it is that you're selling, you would have lost out on a huge opportunity. So keep that in mind, because as Ben Franklin said, compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. So that's it for this video. Again, I encourage you to check out the full guide. You can find the link to it directly below this video. Like this video if you're watching this on YouTube and you liked it. And if you're interested, because let's be honest, I mean, you're a busy business owner. You probably don't have time. Like you're really educated and you're probably pretty savvy, especially because you've watched this far in the video, but you probably don't have the time to do all this yourself. And you probably want to work with professionals who can just do it all for you and do it better and faster than you could. Well, with autogrow.co, our unique selling proposition is that we let you delegate all of your digital marketing tasks without the high cost of hiring. Okay. So you go to some other websites, you try to build your own team, you got to deal with interviews and drama. And is this person going to work out? You end up wasting a ton of time and end up wasting a lot of money too. All right. With AutoGrow, it's like project management software plus professional, talented people attached to it. So you sign up, there's a flat monthly fee. It's very affordable, starting at $16 per day. And you log in and everyone's just there. You get work done by literally just like typing ideas like, okay, I want to build a full funnel. I want to build a landing page. I want to launch an ad campaign. Whatever it is, you add the ideas to your list. And then when you're ready, you click make it real. And it just comes to life magically. You get to watch the progress bar going from 0 to 100%. We're giving you real-time updates. You're able to talk to your project manager, all right? And it's just awesome. Delegate all of your digital marketing tasks without the high cost of hiring. That's autogrow.co. And let's say you're on a little bit of a tighter budget. You may want to check out our courses and online trainings like the six-figure sales funnel that I mentioned, available via autogrow.co/marketplace. Autogrow.co/marketplace. All right. So until next time, keep converting, build that conversion funnel, and stay focused. I'll talk to you soon.